Hi, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to answer this question: can I apply to jobs that are unrelated to my degree? This is a common question as we are deciding for our university degree. We were probably at the age of 17 or 18 because we need to prepare for our university application, meaning that the high school curriculum you decide will in some way dictate your university degree. So essentially, we are making a decision as 16, 17-year-old, which at that time, I don't think we've had a full understanding of how the world looks like. And we probably didn't have a full understanding of what we're good at versus what we are interested in doing. That leads to many of us regretting for taking some of our university degrees and hoping to go somewhere that is different from what you've studied. But at the same time, you're probably told that once you are locked in a university degree, you probably need to stick to this degree for your career as well. And this is holding so many people back from even trying to change their career or trying to switch to an industry that is different from what they have studied in university. So today in this video, I'm going to debust this misconception and most importantly, share with you how you can get a role that is actually unrelated to your degree. My name is Minke. I am a career coach. Myself, I did my undergrad and master's in life sciences, and I used to be a scientist. I had internship with pharmaceutical company doing research. I've also participated in multiple science competitions, so I came from a solid scientific background. But my first full-time job that I landed in the UK with visa sponsorship was actually in marketing and business strategy. And later on, I changed to sales. My career essentially went for a completely different direction than what I have studied in university. So I have done that, and I want to share with you how I've actually did it myself, so you can take some of the how-to and apply to your own career as well. So the first thing, if you want to change your career and then do something unrelated to your studies, is to make sure you have a convincing story. And what I mean by that is to have a personal story that connects the dots between your strengths, between your studies, and where you want to be. And then make sure that it flows logically and it is actually unique to your background. So how you need to do that is to reflect what you truly want to do at this point of your time, and then see what kind of skills you have developed through your studies, and then make sure you openly share your personal learnings, your reflection, your realization about your studies and your career with the interviewers and with the company. And that also means sharing what excites you about making this transition and what you are looking to learn for the new career direction. So for example, when I decided to jump out of science, when I was interviewing different companies, I had this story about myself. I told them my strength was in science, and I've done research and development, and I've done internship in research and development. Absolutely loved it, but it's just something that I realized that I am not super passionate about. And what really excites me in my case is something that I can see the actual impacts of my work. And I told my interviewers it's very exciting to work on groundbreaking science, but what I would prefer for myself at this point is to go into somewhere where I can actually interact with people and tell them about the product rather than working on the product. And my experience of doing scientific competition, presenting to audience of the new solution actually helped me to realize this. And this is why I am looking for roles more in the commercial area now. The next thing to do is to highlight your transferable skills. So when we are looking at new roles for us, even though they seem different, but fundamentally they require similar skill sets. And these skills include communication skill, teamwork, and problem solving. So how you can highlight your transferable skills is first, you need to pay attention to these skills that you have developed through your past experiences. And these can include your degree, your volunteering work, your project that you have done, or any extracurricular activities. Make sure that you can associate one skill set with at least two examples. For example, if I want to highlight my teamwork skill, I can talk about my experience of participating in competition in a team of 4 or 5, and also talking about experience of doing group project, and talk about how we achieved the score when we are evaluated by our examiners. How you can do that? Make sure you read the job description very carefully and identify the keywords from job description. So for example, if the job description asks for the ability to simplify complex concepts, then you can mention your experience of presenting your scientific research to the public and quantify how many people actually attend the conference and what their feedback is, whether they have understood what you're mentioning. And this is a solid example that you should definitely mention on your cover letter. Then the next thing, if you realize you don't have enough experience after trying to find transferable skills from your past experience, is to gain more experience. And experience is important because it demonstrates your commitment to the industry, to the new role, and it also showcases the skills you have accumulated through doing all of different projects. So how you can do that? Ideally, if you can find internship with companies, do that, because it demonstrates that your results that you produce is actually impactful for an organization. Because the internship is always competitive, if you couldn't find any relevant internship, then you can opt in for project work or volunteering experiences. The key thing is to find experience and gain hands-on project experience, regardless if it's paid or not paid, or if it's a small company or a big company. But the key thing is to get experience. Here is a pro tip. Make sure you research in depth about the company and the industry. Having the transferable skills and the experience is just a basic requirement for the company. But if you have the knowledge on top of that, then that makes you extra attractive and that adds in extra bonus. One equation to remember is skills plus knowledge is ability. And companies are looking for abilities to see if you can actually handle the work and perform well. Another thing to remember as well is when you are making a switch, you will be making a little bit extra effort comparing to those who are coming from the same industry. So you should set certain expectation that this is going to be a little bit harder, but it's definitely doable, and I highly encourage you to do it if you have discovered this is something that you want to do, and this is something that will be beneficial for yourself as well. So that's all for today. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.